Hello, dear students. My name is Bankeswar Panigrahi. So this is your first class in Internet and the Web Development. So first we will discuss some basic concepts or basic things related to your Internet. After that we will discuss more about the Internet and Internet services and what are the advantages and disadvantages of Internet, application of Internet. This all we will discuss later on in our coming classes. So today we are going to discuss introduction to Internet. That means what is the Internet? We are going to discuss today. Okay. Only introduction part we will cover today. From tomorrow onwards we will discuss more on about Internet connections. Okay. Internet facilities. So first is we are going to discuss about introduction part. So as you know that today's generation or today's market is totally growing with our internet system. Okay. So internet is taking as vital role in today's human being's life or today's market. Okay. So as we all know that for a human being that foods are necessary, like that to survive in life. Okay. Same way the internet also takes as a vital role in today's market and today's human being's life. Okay. So what is the internet? First we will discuss. Internet is a global communication system that links together thousands of individual networks. Okay. So that means a number of networks are interconnected with each other by the help of internet, and by the help of networks the different type of systems will communicate with each other globally, not locally, also globally. Okay. So it allows exchange of information between two or more computers on a network. Okay. So in the present age of information technology, use of internet is becoming quite popular for accessing information on any topic of your interest. That means nowadays we are using the internet, and by using the internet we will fetch or we will access the data whatever we want and whatever our interest on the data, we will take it from internet. Okay. So it also provides tremendous opportunities to students, researchers and professionals for getting information on matters related to economic and professional topics and lot more. That means by using the internet we will also take some online classes, and we will also accessing some study materials for our study related topics, okay, etc. are possible only because of the internet connections. Okay. So it also provides tremendous opportunities. Okay. Students, researchers and professionals for getting information on matters related to academic and professional topics and lot more. The internet carries a vast range of information resources and services such as the interlinked hypertext documents. That is what is interlinked hypertext document we will discuss in our coming class. Of the World Wide Web, and also about the World Wide Web we will discuss in our coming classes. That's why I will tell you that this is your introduction only class. Okay, and the infrastructure to support electronic mail. Okay, that is a very popular mailing system where today we are used. That is your email system. By using the email, we will send some messages or documents from one system to another system. Okay, that is also possible because of internet connection. If there is no internet, we will not send any type of documents or mails or messages to the another systems by the help of email system. The full form of email is electronic mail. So internet is called the network of networks. Okay, it means more number of networks are grouped together and to communicate with each other they are using the internet connection. That's why the name suggests itself that internet, that is internetwork. So internetwork means network of networks. Okay, that is called the internet. In other words, internet is a collection of interlinked computer networks connected by copper wires, fiber optic cables, wireless connections, etc. Okay, so these are the physical mediums we are used as a guided media or unguided media for connecting the systems to the internet. Okay, so next is your basic of internet architecture. Okay, so what is the basics we need to connect our internet? So internet architecture is a meta network which refers to a conjugation of thousands of distinct networks interacting with a common protocol. In simple terms, it is referred as an internetwork that is connected using protocols, and protocol used is TCP/IP. This protocol connects any two networks that differ in hardware, software, and design. That means the number of networks are communicate with each other by the help of some protocols, and that the protocols are called as some rules and regulations for that network. Okay, by using that rules and regulations, one network is communicate with another network, and the protocols basically we are using in case of internet connection, that is your TCP and IP protocol, that is a transmission control protocol and internet protocols. Okay, so process, what is the process? TCP/IP provides end-to-end transmission, that is, each and every node on one network has the ability to communicate with any other node on the network. Okay, so this is the layers of internet architecture. Okay, so how the internet consists of three layers. What are the layers? Application layer, transfer control protocol, and internet protocol. So about the transfer control protocol we will discuss. We have already discussed in our networking concept. Okay. Also we will discuss about the transmission control protocol and internet protocol in internet and web development also, and more points we will discuss regarding the transfer control protocol and the internet protocol. And the transfer control protocol and internet protocol takes a vital role in data communications. Okay, by using the internet, and today the internet is more popular for any sector to continue the works online systems. Okay, so that's why this is all about the internet's introductions. So next we may go through the IP. In order to communicate, we need our data to be encapsulated, that means grouped together as Internet Protocol packets. These IP packets travel across number of hosts in a network for routing to reach the destination. However, IP does not support error detection and error recovery and is incapable of detecting loss of packets. Okay. So TCP, what is TCP? TCP stands for Transmission Control Protocol. It provides end-to-end transmission of data, that is from source to destination end. It is very complex protocol as it supports recovery of lost packets. Next is your application protocol. What is application protocol? The third layer in internet architecture is the application layer, which has different protocols on which the internet services are built. Some of the examples of internet services include email, SMTP, that means Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, File Transfer Protocol, that is your FTP, etc. are called as the application protocols. And what is about the IP and TCP? So, IP protocol are encapsulated the data within packets and transmits it to the destination end. And the IP packets will travel from one network to another network through some routes, and that mechanism is called as the routing mechanism to reach the destination. And the IP does not have any type of controlling facilities, that is your flow control or error control facilities. But in case of TCP, it controls both the end-to-end transmissions packets of each and individual networks or data items. Okay, that's why TCP is more reliable as comparison to the IP or internet protocols. But in the both TCP and IP are needed in case of interacting with internet and using the internet for our data communications. Okay, so this is all about the introduction to internet concepts. Okay, so in our coming classes we will discuss more about your internet concepts. Okay, so for today, thank you.